Hello everyone. This is our sixth lecture of chapter Light, Reflection and Refraction. And the topics I am going to cover in this session are as follow. Let us recall refraction of light. Refraction of light is the phenomenon of change in the path or bending of light as it passes from one medium to another. From the given animation, we can observe that when a ray of light enters a medium water from medium air, it bends towards the normal. Here, medium air is less denser as compared to medium water. This phenomenon of change in the path or bending of light when it passes from one medium to another is called refraction of light. Here, light rays bends towards the normal when it enters from air into water because speed of light rays decreases while traveling from medium air into medium glass. It has been observed that when a ray of light passes from rarer to a denser medium, then it bends towards the normal. Suppose if I draw a line that is separating two medium, let this medium be air and this medium be water. Dotted line is called normal. Let point O be point of incidence. It has been observed that if a ray of light is incident at point O, making an angle I, then it bends towards the normal when it enters water at an angle R. Here this medium air is rarer as compared to medium water. This medium water is denser. We can compare the medium air has less density as compared to medium water. Given diagram concludes that when a ray of light enters from rarer to denser medium, then it bends towards the normal. And when ray passes from water to air, then it bends away from the normal. Let this angle be I, that is the angle of incidence, and this angle be R, angle R. We can see in this case, angle R is greater than angle I. Water is denser medium, so we can conclude that whenever a ray of light passes from denser medium to rarer medium, then it bends away from the normal. Next we have refraction of light through a glass slab. In case of a rectangular glass slab, refraction of light takes place twice. First, when it enters from medium air into medium glass, it bends towards the normal. And second, when it enters from medium glass into medium air, it bends away from the normal, as shown in animation. Suppose a ray of light is incident from medium air into medium glass at an angle I, and it bends towards the normal at an angle R. Here angle I is called angle of incidence and angle R is called angle of reflection. And this is the point of incidence. Now, when a ray of light is passing from glass medium that is denser to medium air that is rarer, it will bend away from the normal at an angle E. Here angle E is called angle of emergence. On measuring the angles, we find that angle I is equals to angle E, that is angle of incidence is equals to angle of emergence, and angle R1 is equals to angle R2. There is one more important term. If we extend the incident line further, then we find that these two lines are parallel to each other. These two lines are parallel to each other. And the distance between these two parallel lines is called lateral displacement. Next, we have laws of refraction of light. As shown in figure, when a ray of light enters from medium air, that is rarer, to medium glass, that is denser, then it bends towards the normal. Here angle I is called angle of incidence and angle R is called angle of refraction. So according to laws of refraction, the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal to the interference of two transparent media at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Here this incident ray, the normal and the refracted ray at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. Second law states that the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is a constant for the light of a given color and for the given pair of media. And this law is also known as Snell's law of refraction. That is, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence, sine of I, to the sine of angle of refraction, that is sine R, is constant for a given pair of media. This ratio is also known as Snell's, and Snell's law is only valid for the angle of incidence lie between 0 degree and 90 degree. So we can say, according to second law of refraction or Snell's law, until and unless we are not changing the two mediums, then the ratio of angle of incidence to the angle of refraction is constant. That is, if we throw a ray of light of same color at any angle of incidence and obtain the angle of refraction, then the ratio sin I to the sin R remains constant. This ratio will not change for refraction takes place between same medium and for the same color or same wavelength of light. According to second law of refraction, that is also called Snell's law, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is constant for a given pair of media and for same color or wavelength. This ratio remains constant for the given pair of media, and this ratio is also called refractive index. Refractive index is a measure of how light propagates through a material. The higher the refractive index, the slower the light travels, which causes a correspondingly increased change in the direction of light within the material. For example, light travels faster in air as compared to glass because refractive index of air is approximately 1, whereas refractive index of glass is approximately 1.5. Or we can say refractive index is the measure of bending of light rays when it passes from one medium to another. More the refractive index, more the bending of light takes place. There is another way of calculating refractive index. As we know, when light passes from air into glass, then there is a change in the speed of light. That is, speed of light decreases as we move from medium air into medium glass. Let us take the speed of light in air be v air and speed of light in glass be v glass. So refractive index can also be calculated. Refractive index of glass can also be calculated by taking the ratio of speed of light in medium air to the speed of light medium glass. See, refractive index is denoted by N, and in this case, we have calculated the refractive index of glass with respect to air. Here, NGA means refractive index of glass with respect to air. This is how we denote refractive index. So we can write NGA, refractive index of glass respect to air, is equals to ratio of velocity of light in air to the velocity of light in glass. In a similar manner, if you want to calculate the refractive index of air with respect to glass, then it can be written as ratio of velocity of light in glass to the velocity of light in air. Let us mark 1 and 2. From 1 and 2, we can observe that NGA, that is refractive index of glass with respect to air, is reciprocal of NAG, that is refractive index of air with respect to glass. If we know the refractive index of medium glass with respect to air, then we can calculate the refractive index of air with respect to glass by taking its reciprocal. So there are two formulas of refractive index. One is the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction, and the second is the ratio of the speed of light in air to the speed of light in glass. The following table shows the absolute refractive index of various materials. Here, absolute refractive index means we have calculated the refractive index of all these material with respect to vacuum. The refractive index of air respect to vacuum is 1.0003. The refractive index of ice with respect to vacuum is 1.31, water 1.33, alcohol 1.36, kerosene 1.44. From this table, we find that refractive index increases with the increase in the density of the material. The refractive index of crown glass is 1.52. If we compare the crown glass with water, then we can see the crown glass is more denser. That is why the refractive index of crown glass is greater than the refractive index of water. In a similar manner, the refractive index of diamond, we know diamond is the hardest material known and it is highly denser. The refractive index of diamond is greatest from all the given materials. I am assigning you this worksheet which is based on today's lecture. Thank you.